Please don't hurt me. I can't walk. The words scraped out of Elara Quinn, a tech world CEO now shivering on a rain-slick alley floor. Her left ankle bent wrong. Her white suit smeared with grit. A man's shadow loomed closer, heavy breath, clenched fists, until another voice cut through the downpour. Step away. Jonah Vale stood at the alley mouth, boots soaked. A 6-year-old in a yellow raincoat peeking from behind his leg. His gaze didn't flare with anger. It held something steadier. The would-be attacker faltered, then retreated into darkness without a word. You're safe, Jonah said, kneeling. Elara's chest hitched. She didn't know him. She only knew she'd just been seen. Jonah carried her 3 blocks to his cramped walk-up. He laid her on a patched couch, draped a towel over her shoulders, and set water to boil. His daughter, Nia, studied Elara with solemn curiosity, and a plush rabbit clutched to her chest. Daddy, Nia whispered. She cries like me when I miss Mom. Elara looked away. The kettle sang. Jonah returned with ginger tea and a roll of bandages. His hands were steady, careful. Under the kitchen light, the old scar across. His forearm caught a dull shine. History. He didn't offer and she didn't ask for. You've done this before, Elara murmured. Long ago, he said. Rescue work, fires, you learn to move slow. She fell asleep clutching her laptop, a thin, metal lifeline that held emails and contracts implicating Dorian Keats, her CFO and former fiancé. He'd cornered her hours earlier, demanding signatures that would bury her leverage and hand over the company. Her father had groomed her to run. Elara refused, ran barefoot into rain, and fell. In the night, she woke to a note by her dried shoes, sole-stitched, leather cleaned. Your foot's not better yet. You can stay, Jay. No conditions, no price, just a place to breathe. Morning brought sunlight and the clatter of an unpretentious kitchen. Jonah rewrapped her ankle and quietly mended the torn shoulder seam of her jacket. The thread wobbled. The care did not. Elara's eyes burned. I'm not used to this, she said. Being looked after. Everyone deserves it, he answered. Nia shuffled in with a drawing. A tall, brown-haired man. A little girl in yellow boots. And beside them an outline of a woman with golden hair uncolored. That's you, Nia said. I left it empty until someone belonged. Something loosened inside Elara. She laughed, then cried, then chose purple for the dress. The crayon squeaked. A shape became hers. Days turned into a rhythm. Step, breathe, balance. Jonah's arm was there when she rose. His quiet was there when she faltered. Nia named pancakes wonky, moons, and their small kitchen smelled of ginger and maple syrup and second chances. The world beyond their window, however, did not forget Elara Quinn. First came the black sedan at the curb, then a reporter, then a legal rep with a practiced tie, then an email from the board promising reinstatement, bonuses, a polished narrative, if she returned and played along. Are you going back? Jonah asked, drying a bowl. No, she said. I finally feel real here, safe. They left the city for a week to rest. Jonah's mother, Ruth, welcomed them to a quiet farmhouse and said only, There's bread in the oven and a bed. Upstairs, under, a sky pricked with cold stars. Jonah told Elara about a fire where he pulled a child from smoke and still lost her. She squeezed his hand. You carried it alone, she said. Not anymore, he answered. When Elara returned, it wasn't to reclaim a throne. She entered the boardroom in a simple navy suit and a barely healed limp. Dorian Keats smiled into the microphone, all civility and rot. Elara opened her laptop. Screens behind her bloomed with evidence, altered spreadsheets, buried clauses, emails that mapped a quiet theft. The room inhaled sharply. You thought I vanished because I was weak, she said evenly. I stepped away to remember who I am without your story written over me. Keats blustered. Do you know what this will cost you? Yes. She set a signed document on the table. My resignation. Effective immediately. Keep the titles, the optics, the machine. I won't belong to it. Silence shattered into whispers. One older shareholder mouthed, Why? Because I am not a brand, Elara said. I'm a person. She limped out without a guard to stop her and didn't look back. At Jonah's, Nia knelt on the balcony, coaxing a tired marigold from its pot. We're making room for new flowers, she announced. Do you want to pick one? Elara pressed her fingers into the soil. Yes, she said, and meant more than the garden. Within a month, Elara poured her settlement and savings into a small nonprofit. Solace House. No intake speeches about deserving. No hoops to earn safety. Just legal help, a few beds, good locks, and a kitchen that always smelled of warm bread. Nia insisted on hanging her drawing in the entryway. 3 figures and a purple dress. One night on the balcony, city hum low and steady. Jonah handed Elara a bracelet braided from mismatched threads. Nia made it, he said. She called it a commitment bracelet. Not a ring. Not yet, just a promise to keep showing up. Elara slid it on. It sat light as breath and heavy as truth. For the first time, she whispered, I feel chosen for being me. They didn't declare anything grand. Love arrived as it often does, through steady hands on an ankle, a note by mended shoes, a child's fearless drawing, soil under clean nails, doors opened for strangers in the rain. On a bright morning, Nia came running from the balcony with a new picture. It's us planting, she said, grin wide. It's our forever garden. Elara knelt. Yes, she said, voice thick. Exactly. Sometimes family isn't the name on your mailbox or the logo on your building. Sometimes it's found in a room that's too small, a laugh that's too loud, a table with uneven pancakes, and a door that stays unlocked for the right people. Elara didn't just walk away from power. She walked toward something true. A little girl who left space for her. A man who didn't need her polished. And a life where kindness wasn't a currency, it was home.